Konami wasn't supposed to recover. After the very public split with Kojima, many fans thought the company had lost its identity, maybe even its future. For a while, it really did feel like the end of an era. But Konami has always thrived when expectations are low. Time and time again, they've delivered games that silenced critics, shattered doubts, and reminded the industry why their name still carries weight. Now, against all odds, they are on the rise again. So today, we're looking at the moments, and the games, that proved Konami never stays down for long. Number 8. Silent Hill 2. The remake served as a pleasant surprise. When the Silent Hill 2 remake was announced, fans were nervous, and honestly, for good reason. Bloober Team was handed one of the most legendary horror IPs of all time, and at that point, they hadn't exactly proven they could carry something of this weight. Expectations weren't sky high, they were cautious, skeptical, even doubtful. But then the game launched. And somehow, Bloober Team and Konami didn't just meet expectations, they completely shattered them. This remake is a remarkably faithful reimagining of the original. While the fixed camera, which gave the 2001 classic its signature cinematic tension, is gone, nearly everything else has been elevated. The atmosphere is thicker. The performances hit harder. The world feels more immersive than ever. For many players, this isn't just a good remake. It's now the definitive way to experience James Sunderland's haunting journey through Silent Hill. Number 7. Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain. Shattered all expectations to become one of the greatest video games ever made. As promising as Ground Zeroes was, its biggest flaw was impossible to ignore: it was just too short. The gameplay was phenomenal, but it felt like a glimpse of something greater, something unfinished. Fans were left hoping that Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain would fully unleash that potential. And Kojima delivered. In every possible way. The Phantom Pain didn't just expand on Ground Zeroes, it redefined what open-world stealth could be. The freedom of approach, the dynamic enemy AI, the seamless blend of stealth and all-out combat, it was on another level. No one expected it to be this deep, this reactive, this polished. It wasn't just a great Metal Gear game, it became one of the greatest games of its generation, proving just how powerful and flexible the Fox engine truly was. Number 6. Castlevania: Symphony of the Night. No one could have expected this game to become so legendary. Castlevania already had a loyal fanbase, but no one was prepared for what Symphony of the Night would become. When it launched on the original PlayStation, it didn't just continue the series, it transformed it. Alucard's fluid, responsive movement felt revolutionary. The light RPG mechanics and constant sense of progression made every new ability feel meaningful. Exploration wasn't just encouraged, it was addictive. And thanks to the extra space of the CD-ROM, the game went even further. The now legendary Reverse Castle doubled the experience in a way nobody saw coming, and yes, it gave us some of the most iconic, gloriously over-the-top voice acting in gaming history. But the real shock: Symphony of the Night didn't just become one of the best PlayStation games ever made. Alongside Super Metroid, it helped define an entire genre, the Metroidvania. That's the kind of legacy no one could have predicted. Number 5. Metal Gear Solid. Kojima's weirdness turned this stealth action title into a masterpiece. Before Metal Gear Solid, stealth wasn't a mainstream genre, it was barely a concept. So when this PlayStation title arrived, players had no idea what they were stepping into. What they got was a glimpse into Hideo Kojima's creative genius. The stealth mechanics felt revolutionary. Enemy vision cones, sound awareness, tactical movement, it demanded patience and intelligence in a way most games never had. And then there was the story, cinematic, complex, and unapologetically bold. But nothing prepared players for Psycho Mantis. Reading your memory card. Switching controller ports. Breaking the fourth wall in ways that felt impossible at the time. Metal Gear Solid didn't just meet expectations, it completely rewrote them, cementing itself as one of the greatest PS1 games ever made.
Make sure if you're enjoying our list to hit that like button and of course subscribe for future content.
Number 4. Dance Dance Revolution. Spawned one of the most popular rhythm game franchises of all time. Dance Dance Revolution didn't just release as another arcade game, it started a movement. On the surface, it was simple, step on arrows in time with the music. But that simplicity sparked something massive. DDR ignited the rhythm game genre and turned it into a global arcade phenomenon. At the time, players had no idea they were witnessing the birth of a legacy. Arcades filled with crowds. High scores became battles. Sweat, stamina, and skill suddenly mattered just as much as reflexes. It wasn't just a game, it was a performance. And decades later, the series is still going strong. Because DDR was perfectly built for the arcade experience, loud, competitive, and designed for players to go all out as they chase higher difficulties and push themselves to the limit. Few games changed arcade culture the way Dance Dance Revolution did. Number 3. Zombies Ate My Neighbors. A charming run-and-gun title that had no business being so compelling. It's wild to think that Zombies Ate My Neighbors wasn't a huge success at launch. At the time, expectations were surprisingly low, which is strange, especially considering this came from LucasArts during one of their strongest eras. You'd think that name alone would have turned more heads. But what players eventually discovered was something special. The game is packed with personality, B-movie horror parody, ridiculous weapons, non-stop chaos, all wrapped in challenging but incredibly fun gameplay. And in co-op. That's where it truly shines. Saving neighbors together while panic sets in is pure arcade magic. It may not have dominated sales charts, but over time, Zombies Ate My Neighbors earned what it always deserved, cult classic status. Sometimes, the most brilliant games just take a little longer to be appreciated. Number 2. Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. The pinnacle of hack-and-slash gaming. A hack-and-slash spin-off from the Metal Gear universe? Fans weren't sure what to make of it. Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance was being developed by Platinum Games, a studio famous for creating some of the best action games, but not always consistently. Expectations were cautious, to say the least. What happened next shocked everyone. Revengeance delivered explosive boss battles, a killer soundtrack, and gameplay that felt like pure adrenaline. And that spine-cutting mechanic? Literally slicing enemies to heal Raiden? Iconic. It wasn't just good, it was one of Platinum Games' most memorable titles, taking the Metal Gear series in a bold new direction fans didn't see coming. Number 1. Parodius. A Gradius parody that somehow rivaled its inspiration. Gradius is a legendary shoot-'em-up that practically defined the genre, no introduction needed. Fans loved its simple yet addictive gameplay, so when Parodius arrived, most assumed it would just be a wacky, phoned-in version of Gradius with a few laughs thrown in. But Parodius surprised everyone. Its charming visuals, hilarious absurdity, and genuinely engaging gameplay turned it into one of Konami's most unforgettable classics. And if you're looking to push things even further, there's Sexy Parodius, but fair warning, the title says it all, this one's strictly NSFW.
Okay, so that's it for today. So if you enjoyed it, punch the like button, comment down below, of course, subscribe to the channel for my Twitter and Instagram links down below. As always, of course, I'll put my TubeBuddy first in the description for YouTube needs, tag titles, thumbnails, all that good stuff. So that's something you need help with, especially like I did. First in the description, download it today. Trust me, you'll wonder how you ever got on with it. And of course, our partner channels, and they hit down below, hit that join button to put myself and the channel, and of course get a huge range of benefits. But greatly appreciated, but of course, you never have to. But if you don't, you have to subscribe and watch the next video, or something might follow you home. You never know, stuff happens. Okay, thank you very much. I'll see you all again very soon.